How do you shoot an arrow? What do you do with the bow? You put it in there, and then what do? You pull it back, right? And then what? You let it go. You don't hold it, push forward, right? That's the only way to move forward, is you got to keep doing things, keep doing things, keep doing things, keep doing things. And then when you decide they're not working, pull back, and then poof. So we're talking about how to follow up with a client, okay? Because we need to follow up. We need to stay in their brain, right? Ann Elizabeth and I met in the grocery store or at the open house in December. She said she had a realtor. She said, but she didn't really know who they were. And so I said, I would like to reach out and stay in your world. And she said that was okay. So I sent her a New Year newsletter. So maybe mid-February, I reached out. Hey, spring is coming. I was thinking about you popping in at that open house. This can be a text. This can be a phone call. This can be a Facebook Messenger. This can be an in-person thing, however you communicate with these people. But February would be, I was thinking spring is coming. Have you thought more about getting prepped and ready? Sell your home, buy your home. Hopefully she responds. If she doesn't respond, then I'll write in my notes. This is the key, guys. If you do this, then lead gen and real estate is a no-brainer. Just write down what you're doing and then think about it logically for the next one. So she didn't respond. So then I would set a task for a week later to see if she responded. If she didn't respond, I would reach out again. Hey, Ann Elizabeth, I sent you a note last week about, and maybe you definitely do it different this time. If the last time was a text or a phone call or an email, then do a video message. Hey, Ann Elizabeth, you talked about selling your home. Spring is coming. I'd love to come by on Tuesday at 3 or on Saturday at 4 to go over the best things you can do to get your home ready to sell. Let me know which time works better. No reply. Ann Elizabeth, I can't believe you're just ghosting me like this. So that's February, right? So we did February 15th, and now we've done February 21st, and still nothing. So what's Robin gonna do? So let's say we did a January touch. Well, we did a December touch, a January touch, a February touch, a February touch. In March 7th, I'm going by her house. I know where she lives, right? Hopefully I got her address. If I don't have her address, how can I get it? Possibly. I know what you're saying. You're saying taxes. She can't unmute, but she's saying taxes, right?
No, I was saying ask.
Oh, ask. Well, that's true. You could ask, but if she's not responding to you, she's ghosting you, then you can go.
People Finder.
You can go to People Finder. You can put in her email or her, you do that by phone number, right? Or name.
Name.
People, or what is it? People search. That's another one. But also you just go to tax records, type into tax records. Ann Elizabeth Brazelton, I think it's her last name. I forget what your last name. Yeah, Brazelton. Put that into the tax record for the county that she's in. It'll pull up her address if she's listed as the owner. And then I'm going to do a pop by. Yes, this is excessive. Yes, this is crazy because it's one person, but they want to sell. So hopefully one of these things is either going to make them tell you to kiss it or to invite you in, right? I'm going to go by their house with a quick CMA. And it's going to be a range. It's not going to be the real deal. I'm going to knock on the door. Okay. If she answers, I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to give her the information. If she doesn't answer, I'm going to leave it with a note, and I'm going to leave it under the mat, or if she has a mailbox slot, not in the actual mailbox because you get in trouble. Or I might put it on a potted plant, and then I'll take a picture of it and shoot her a text and say, hey, I dropped by, sent you some numbers on your house. I would compliment her. I love your front porch. You have it decorated so nicely. And I would leave that information. Please call me. Let's go over these numbers because there are some things I would recommend. Okay, do the call to action. That was number 5. That was mid-March. So then we're at number 5. Number 6, I'm going to start getting hard, right? Number 6, I'm going to call and just say, hey, Elizabeth, I'm cleaning up my database. I don't want to spam you, don't want to harass you. I do want your business. I am a hard worker. I would love to sell your home. Please let me know and see what she says. That's number 6. Number 7 is I'll follow up one more time. Ann Elizabeth, I hope you're doing wonderful. I haven't seen your home hit the market. I'm ready to sell it. Let me know when I can be your man. And then number 8, so she's still not replying. I'm just going to stay at it. Number 8, I'm going to just say a goodbye. Hey, Ann Elizabeth, I'm removing you from my system. So loved meeting you. Wish we could have done some business together. I wish you all the best. And you're done. If after that they have not talked to you, move on. It's better to clear your database, subtract to move forward. How do you shoot an arrow? Has anybody ever shot an arrow before? How do you shoot an arrow? What do you do with the bow? You put it in there, and then what do?
You pull it back.
You pull it back, right? And then what?
You let it go.
You let it go. You don't hold it, push forward, right? So that's the only way to move forward is you got to keep doing things, keep doing things, keep doing things, keep doing things. And then when you decide they're not working, pull back and then poof, it's either going to take off and you're going to hit the target or not, but you got to pull back. So I would pull back and get her off your list because now you're wasting your time. You've done 8 touches. Now, Jim put a great thing in there that said Google 8x8 campaigns or 12x12 campaigns. They have these set up all over the place. You can set them up on a drip campaign. I don't do that because I'm more hands-on. If you're in big numbers, which I'm in big numbers, I just like to have a more personal touch. But you can do a drip campaign where they get an email each month. You can do that, like Gina's big on the direct mailings. They could be in your direct mailing stuff. You could do pop-bys, you can do door knocking, you can do Christmas cards and birthday cards, and you could send them, hey, there's a neighborhood thing. I thought you want to know about it. I connect with all my people on Facebook if at all possible, or Instagram, or TikTok, whichever one you're in, whichever one you got them from, I friend them. I friend a lot of people that are complete strangers. And then I delete them. If we've done the 8 touches and nothing's happening, they're out. And I move on. I add more friends. Here's the key to that. Don't stop. You know how many times I got busy? I actually got somebody who said, yes. So I jump in and I start busy, listing, buying with that person. And I stop doing my database and I miss out on a month of tasks. Now, when I go back, this is a key to not fully embarrassing yourself. When I go back after I've missed for a month, or even if I waited 2 weeks, before I will reach out, I go look and see, is their home on the market? If it's on the market, I missed it. That sucks. Now, don't drop yourself out when the home is on the market. Send them a note. Hey, Aunt Elizabeth, I saw that you listed in May. I'm so excited for you. I wish you all the best. If I can ever be of help, please let me know. Boom. Because a lot of deals are falling apart right now. A lot of sellers are frustrated because we're not in that market that we were in, where it was just boom, 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 boom. And we were just winning. So they get frustrated with their realtor, whether it be legit or not. And if you stay the voice of happy, the voice of positive, the voice of good being, they may come to you. That's what's happened to me twice this year. So I just wish them well. So that's for that. For a buyer, just stay on them. I would be sending, hey, the mortgage rates dropped. Hey, they came out with this. Oh, I just saw this. You know, how is your work going? Have you improved your credit? Have you talked to the lender lately? Have you considered maybe dropping your price point, changing your criteria so that, you know, don't buy your dream home, buy your now home. You don't have to buy your dream home right now. Just buy a home, especially people that are renting. Just buy a home. Rent. I'm charging rent right now. Like, we actually have really cheap rent on our rentals, but we're still, it's stupid. It's crazy, stupid rent, but it's what's happening in the market. So same exact thing. Touch them, throw them a prize, send them a little, that thing like Natalie mentioned yesterday, use the thanks app, send them a coffee. Say, hey, it's time to get revved up and go buy some homes. Are you ready? And send them $5 of a coffee cart. You could do that because who else is sending them $5? What other realtors sending them $5? Probably no one. And if they're already with the realtor, if they've already committed, they're at least going to tell you that point when you've thrown out $5. I would think most people have the niceness in their world where they would be like, you know what? We're actually looking with Victoria Singleton. I really appreciate your efforts. Like, most likely they're going to tell you that. And then you can stop wasting your time. And then once you have put them as a no, you could leave them on a drip campaign where you touch them twice a year, but don't spend any more time with them. And that touch is a market update or a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays kind of thing. It's not anything about anything of substance. It's just staying in their world. But I would dare say, just get them out of your system. You can't deal, you can only have 36 relationships at a time and have them be of any significance. That's what the stats say. So if you've got 40,000 in your database, well, 39,900 and whatever the math is, 44 of those you're not really going to touch. You're only going to deal with the 36 in front of you. And that includes your significant other, your kids, your mom, your dad, your friends. Like, that includes those. If you're trying to keep them running, 36 is the kind of the common number. So just stay in there. Even your renters. Like, I placed so many renters in the beginning in homes, and then converted them a year later. If they rented in August of 2022, well, if they rented in August of 2022, you've missed your boat. You should have reached out to them back in May, June, because you know their lease is coming up. So that would be part of my follow-up tasks. I would put a note to myself. Natalie Palace rented this home in May of 2022. I need to reach out to her and say, hey, are you ready to buy? let's get some steps together and get you in stop paying somebody else's mortgage. That's a beautiful way to follow up, because they're probably not thinking it yet. They're like, oh, I'll think about that in July. No, let's think about it in May. Let's get you hooked up. And we're done. So if you guys, thanks for being here. Appreciate your time. We're going to do the day in the life of the realtor again. I thought that was super fun. But today, just go out there and do it. Just go out there and do the work. Go out there. And actually, you don't even have to go out there and do anything. You can stay home. It's an overcast day here. Stay home and look at your database. Clean it out. Drop the dead weight. I got stung by the bee because I was pruning trees. Because the only way to grow is to prune, right? I got stung. That's okay. I'm going to grow because I pruned. Go do some pruning.
I'm looking higher.
All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Bye, boys.